This is the Olight Baton Turbo, and I'm going to tell you guys all about it right now. Upon unboxing, you'll find the light itself along with a 3.6 volt 1100 milliamp 18350 rechargeable lithium-ion battery, a lanyard, a magnetic charging cable, a pouch, and a CR123A battery adapter, and of course the manual. The Baton Turbo is made of aluminum alloy, is IPX8 water resistant up to 2 meters, and has an impact rating of 1.5 meters and weighs just under 100 grams or just over 3 ounces with the battery on board. I'll leave the tech specs from the manual on the screen now just in case I leave out any details, so pause the video here to see those details. During my runtime test starting the 1000 lumen turbo mode, the Baton Turbo ran for 2 minutes while slowly ramping down to a lower lumen output, and then it stepped down a couple more times after that for a total runtime of 1 hour and 53 minutes from turbo. It had a max thermal output of 116 degrees Fahrenheit or just over 46 degrees Celsius after about 2 minutes of use. Moving along to my recharge time test, the Baton Turbo took just 1 hour and 10 minutes to fully recharge from completely depleted, which was faster than what was stated in the manual. Now let's take a brief tour of the modes and general operation of the Olight Baton Turbo. Alright guys, so we're looking at the Baton Turbo, and this is what it looks like. This is the body of the light. You can see that it has a very wide bezel compared to the other style lights around the same size. And that's because this little bad boy is definitely a thrower. You can see that they threw on the indicator lights on the side here for when it's basically just like a seeker. So those seeker lights are pretty cool. I like the fact that they're adding those to more lights. When you cycle through, you can see that it changes the outputs and everything, which is really nice. You got your clip here, you got this aggressive gnarling on the side here, and then you got your heat sink there, and it's just a really cool little design for a little flashlight. And the fact that it throws 510 meters, that's 1670 feet, that's amazing. And these are the similar size lights. You got the Seeker 4 Mini, and then of course you guys have the Warrior Nano, which are roughly around the same size. I mean, if you look at the bezel, it's roughly about the same size as the Seeker 4 Mini. So it's not too big. It's got a little bit of a slimming factor. If I had to say one thing about it, it is kind of similar in size at this part here where the battery's housed to the S1R Baton 2. So it's very, very thin. A little bit wider though, of course. You know, you get a little bit of a bigger booty there. You still have that magnetic backing there, so you can stick it to stuff too if you wanted to. And it's also very, very bright. I'm going to step through some of the outputs for you. So you hold it down, it's going to go into that 1 lumen mode, and that's going to give you runtime of 50 days. Then you step it up again. Then you're going to have that 10 lumen output. That 10 lumen output is 60 hours. Then you're going to jump up again to the 60 lumens. That's going to give you 10 hours. Jump up again to the 300 lumens. That's going to give you 1 hour and 44 minutes of runtime on that. Then you double click, and that's going to give you 1000 lumens for 2.5 minutes. Then it's going to step down. And then of course, if you triple click 1, 2, 3, that's going to give you your strobe. If you wanted to lock this out, all you have to do is hold down that side button. You'll see the light turn on for a brief second, and then you are locked out, and you're not going to be able to get back in there until you hold that down again, and it will turn back on. You can't really see because I have the ring light on the camera, but that's what it looks like when that happens. Now, one of the most important features that I discovered about this light is it includes this little bad boy right here, which makes it so that you don't have to use a proprietary battery. You can take one of these CR123A, either rechargeable or a throwaway one, and you can take that and you can put that right in there like that, and you can go ahead and utilize this light with the CR123A batteries, and you don't have to be stuck with the rechargeable proprietary battery. You have options now, which I think that's pretty amazing that Olight did that with this particular light or with this particular model. And I wonder if they're going to do it with future models, and I hope that they actually do, because it's kind of nice to have some throwaways just in case you run out of juice. Like if you're every day carrying this and you go home at the end of the day and you recharge that, that's good. But if you're out somewhere in the woods or, you know, far away from a power source and you have some throwaways to keep in your bag, I think that's a great option as well. And plus, people don't always want to be stuck with just the proprietary. So that's a big win on Olight's part there with this particular model. And basically that's the general operation of it. That's what the body looks like. Pretty sweet design. Really, really excited about this light. Let's take it outside and see what it looks like in the dark. The Olight Baton Turbo has a crazy max beam distance of 510 meters or 1,670 feet in the 1000 lumen turbo mode. It also has a max candela of 65,025 CD and utilizes a cool white LED coming between 6500K and 7500K with a CRI of 70. Alright guys, we are outside with the Baton Turbo. I'm going to throw this in the 1 lumen mode. In the 1 lumen mode, we are 15 feet away from the railing there in front of us. You can't really see it too well because it's very, very, very dull. So I'm going to jump up, and we're going to jump this up to the 10 lumen mode. That's what 10 lumens looks like, guys. Now that 10 lumens, 20 feet away from the railing there in front of us, that looks really good. And you can start to kind of see out pretty far with that. And I'm going to jump this up to the 60 lumen mode. This is what 60 lumens looks like out of that turbo right there. Yeah, that looks pretty good, and you can start to see in the yard in the background there. And now I'm going to jump it up to the 300 lumen mode, and that is what 300 lumens looks like, guys. 300 lumens, you can start to see out there into the yard. It's perfect. 300 lumens. And now we're going to jump it up again, double click, we're going to throw this into the turbo, and that turbo, guys, is 1000 lumens, and you can see straight out into the yard from there now. You can see everything. That's nice and clear. Perfect. 1000 lumens. Wow. 1000 lumens, and that goes pretty far as well. I'm going to go over here. This is what it looks like in the 100 yard test. That's 100 yards to that tree line over there, and that's what it looks like, guys. 100 yards, and you can still see, you can see all the way out into that tree over there, and it's not getting too hot, which is good. And bring it back here. So this is what it looks like for the spot. Goes all the way out there to the tree line, all the way up to the tops of the trees, and that's what it looks like. And it looks good. It's nice. That's a solid beam. I mean, I can't really complain. And then you have your triple click for the strobe, and that's what the strobe looks like. And then double click back to turbo. And now let's go ahead and go closer to the end of this porch here, and you can see this is what this bad boy looks like. I'm going to shine this out to the yard, 1000 lumens, and that's what it looks like, 1000 lumens. That marker right there is about 50, 60 feet away, roughly, and then all the way back there into that tree line where the spot is, that's going to be about 100 feet away. I'm going to shine the light down into there, and that's what it looks like. You can see that really clear, guys. I mean, I have no problem lighten up whatever I need to light up, and all this is relatively close, but it's not that close. I mean, it's far enough where if I need to run from a bear that's going to jump out of the woods, then clearly this is going to do it. And this is what the strobe looks like again for you guys that are interested in the strobe. And then there's the turbo again. This is the low, medium, this is the 10 lumens. Jump up again to the 60, jump up again to 300. Double tap for that 1000 lumens. That's pretty sweet. I like that. That's good. That's some good stuff. Yeah, that's doable. Now for my pros and cons. First, the pros. This light is small but super powerful. The output is clean and impressive, capable of sending a powerful beam of light right where you need it. And my last pro is that it comes with a CR123A adapter so that you can use it with a throwaway battery if you'd like, or rechargeable CR123A of your choice. I'm not sure if this affects the actual outputs and run times, but I'm assuming that it might. But either way, I'm sure that you non-proprietary battery people will love this idea, because Olight should have kind of been doing this for a while, and I think that it's nice that they actually finally did that. Now for my cons. If you guys can find something to complain about, then leave a comment down below in the comment section, because honestly, I think it's a pretty decent light, and for the size and the options, I mean, you can't really go wrong. I think Olight did really well with this one, guys. So if you're looking for a small pocket-sized thrower that can pierce the night, then the Olight Baton Turbo is just what you need. With that being said, the Baton Turbo retails for $59.99, but you could pick one up during the Olight sales event for just $47.99. And on a side note, for those of you that aren't aware, Olight is now including a lifetime free from defects warranty on all of their flashlights purchased after January 1st, 2023. It's one of the best warranties in the flashlight industry, hands down, and Olight has the best customer service out of all the flashlight companies I've experienced and the lowest failure rate out of all the flashlights that I've tested here on the channel. So you can buy with confidence and justify the price tag. And speaking of price, if you're watching this video but the sale has already ended, you can still save 10% off of your next purchase by using my promotional code PG10. I'll leave a link down in the description. I hope this video has been helpful. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel and give this video a thumbs up if you found it useful. Thanks for watching. This has been Prepared Guy, and until next time, guys, stay prepared.
Hey there, thank you for watching. You can pat this cat.